Claude just released a bunch of brand new updates that completely change everything. Now inside of Claude Code, you're going to be able to access Claude Design, which is pretty cool. And they released a new change that literally puts watermarks on everything that it creates. And so much more. By the end of this video, you're going to know what all these changes are and what things you need to change and adapt to be able to get the most out of Claude. So the first change that I wanted to show you is now we're going to have /design inside of Claude Code, and this is a beta preview. So essentially now what you're going to be able to do is do /design, and you could draft an editable design canvas. But in order to actually do that, you need to make sure that you have the right mode on. We could see right here that I tried to do it in auto mode and it didn't work. And I actually just figured this out. So if we come over here to the left-hand side, we could see that we have auto, where Claude is going to handle permission decisions. We have manual, we have accept edits, we have plan, and we have bypass permissions. If you want to be able to use /design, you need to be inside of accept edits right here. You just type in /design then, and you describe exactly what you want done. For example, we could say /design redesign the composer based on what functions people use the most, because it will actually have access to your code, which is pretty awesome. And then this actually goes through and this creates a bunch of different versions of this, which I love. And then you can make it yours by simply coming over here and telling it exactly what we want to change, which is pretty awesome. Now, if you're actually going to go ahead and you are going to be using this, I would strongly suggest that you do two things. One, you're using Opus whenever you're using this, and I would suggest that you understand that you are going to have to go back and forth. And essentially the way that you should be using this is not to just come up with random designs. You should be doing that inside of Claude Design. Instead, you should be using this specifically to design things based on how users are actually using your app. Because again, Claude is going to have access to that if you have built-in analytics and it has access to your code. It understands and knows all of those things. Now, the next change we need to talk about is now Claude Design looks completely different. We could see that we could still do the same things, like start from blank, do a mobile app design, create slides, create a document, a wireframe, create an animation, create a UI mockup, a resume, 3D object, research, HTML, email, color plus type pairing, or we could create a diagram or a flyer. I'm actually going to click on diagram right here, and I'm going to draw a diagram of how a soybean farm works, and then this will actually go through and this will be able to do this. Now essentially this works very similar to the way that it worked in the past, but it looks completely different now. We could see that we could actually chat to it with a voice. It has a completely different UI, and in addition to that, we're now actually able to come over here and you could use connectors with it. You could add in a design system, or you could create skills for this. And I want to show you what this diagram actually looks like, because it's pretty awesome that this is able to do this. So this is now actually going through and this is creating the diagram right here, which is going to show us exactly how this works. So how a soybean farm works. One, we have our calendar. Two, we have our flow of the crop. And what's pretty incredible is that this was able to do this without any other direction from me. If we wanted to, we could come over here, we could edit it, we could change it, we could comment on it, we could present this in full screen, we could see it in a new tab. But I think this looks pretty incredible right here. And if we wanted to change anything about the design, we would be able to do that. Or if we click on share right here, we could see that we could download this in so many different formats: PDF, Project HTML, PowerPoint, and we could see even more right here. Like if we wanted to turn this into a video, which is just absolutely insane. Now let's say that we now wanted to code this up like this was a mobile app or this was a website instead of it just being a diagram. Guess what we could do? We could actually send this to Claude Code and it will code it for us. Now, the next update I wanted to show you is going to be right here. Claude can now send emails in Drive and manage files inside of Google Drive. They released this in order to compete with ChatGPT, because ChatGPT literally released this same exact capability like a week ago. So you can now ask Claude to reply to a specific thread and it drafts and sends a response. You can control whether or not it actually needs your approval. In order to use this, you just want to connect Gmail or Google Drive from the connectors menu, and then this will be available. And here's what this actually looks like. So now just directly from inside of Claude, we're going to be able to click on this little plus right here. We could come over to connectors. We could see that these are actually set up. We could see Gmail. We could see Google Drive. We could say, what is the last email that I got? Can you draft a response to it, and I'm going to just change the spelling right here. And then this will actually be able to go through and do this, which is pretty incredible. So now we don't have to have multiple tabs open if we're doing something in Gmail, if we're doing something in Google Drive. And this is now able to complete tasks like this way easier by searching our threads, drafting things up, and allowing us to view everything from directly inside of Claude. So it's searching my messages, it's getting my messages, it actually gives me exactly what the message is here. And then this actually gives us multiple different directions that we could take in terms of replying to this right here. So we have honest, low commitment. We could open it in mail and actually send it, or we have open the door right here, which is pretty incredible here. And again, we could copy this. I wouldn't recommend doing that. It's kind of a waste when you're using this feature. We could open it inside of mail right here and actually send it, which is incredible. Now, if you really want to be able to get the most out of Claude, you need to make sure that you're coming into Customizer right here. And under connectors, you need to make sure that you have all of your different connectors set up here. And Claude's kind of a pain because if we come over here into Customize, if we're under connectors, we click on Add and click on Browse. What you are going to notice is that we can only search by these. Claude doesn't actually tell us what we should be using or things that are going to be really important. So what I would strongly suggest that you do in order to combat that is use LLMhelper.ai, which allows you to get 10 times more out of ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. Because what this tool allows you to do after you sign up for a free trial, because once we're actually inside of here, we're going to see plugin, connector, and search, where we could come over here, click on Claude, and we could describe exactly what our job is, what our role is, what the tasks that we do, and the tools that we use. And this is actually going to go through and give us all the different connectors that we should get set up, which is incredibly useful because it finds the top ones for your exact use case. For example, I run a Shopify e-commerce business. I manage inventory, analyze sales, optimize product listing, all of this. These are the tools that I use. And this literally goes through and tells you all the connectors that you need to make sure that you set up. In addition to that, if we scroll up a little bit more, we could also see that they have this automations builder right here. This allows you to do the same thing. You could type in Claude right here, describe your role, tasks you want automated, tools you use, and this will literally give you the exact prompts that you should be using. And if you run into trouble with them, it will actually allow you to go through and use this prompt, which will go through and self-fix it for you. And they give you tons of prompts related to your niche, your tools. And this is going to make your life way easier because it's going to allow you to automate way more things with Claude that you didn't even realize you could because you didn't know what connectors you should be using, or you didn't know what prompts you could actually use in order to automate these things. And the best part about LLM Helper is that if you go to the pinned comment below, you could get started with it today for free. They have a 3-day free trial, and this tool is going to help you get 10 times more out of Claude, ChatGPT, or Google Gemini, and quite frankly, just help you automate way more of your work that you're currently using. There's not a day that goes by that I don't use it. Now, the next thing I wanted to make sure you're doing is actually managing your memory correctly. The way that I would strongly suggest that you do this is you're going to want to come over into Customize right here. From here, we're going to click on Capabilities, and we're going to see that this actually gives us our memory right here. So if we actually click into this, this is going to show us right here exactly what our memory is. And what I would strongly suggest that you do is, at least on a weekly basis, come into this right here and copy and paste this. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this right here. We're going to copy this, and then we're going to actually bring this back over into Claude, and we're going to say, can you quiz me on my memory to make sure that this is still accurate? And then you're actually going to paste in your memory right here. This is going to go through. This is going to give us a quiz in order to assess the accuracy of our memory, and it's going to expose anything that isn't actually accurate. And what this is going to allow you to do is then come back over into Customize, and what you're going to be able to do is come into your capabilities. You're going to be able to click on this. We could click on Edit right here, and you'll be able to tell Claude what to remember or what to forget if there's things that you need to update, or if there's things that just aren't actually accurate. And this honestly just makes life way easier, because the last thing that you want to be happening is for you to have memory inside of Claude that isn't accurate, that's not helpful, because just those little things backing up is going to be like plaque building up on your teeth. It might not seem like a big deal in the first day or the first week, but after months or years, you're going to have a massive issue with this. And we can see this now goes through right here and actually creates this quiz so that it goes through all the major claims that could actually be affecting what Claude is telling me. This is pretty awesome because it actually gives it to us in a quiz or in a flashcard, which I absolutely love. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you is that Claude has now officially announced Claude Academy. What this is going to allow you to do is have resources for anybody, whether you're exploring AI, getting started with Claude, or rolling it out to your team. And they broke it out with Claude Tech, Claude Platform, Claude AI, Claude Cowork, and Claude Code. And this will literally go through and show you everything that you need to know. It will show you use cases. It will show you tutorials. They have courses. This is absolutely essential if you have a team, if you want to be better with Claude. I would strongly suggest that you do this by simply coming over to academy.claude.com, and this walks you through everything. And the other thing that you could actually do is take all of these different things, turn them into a quiz that you can then study on Claude, either via a quiz or flashcards, in order to make sure that you're staying up to date on the latest and greatest changes. And then finally, Claude released the ability for anybody to be able to use Cowork from their mobile device. So now when you are on your phone, you are going to notice a few things. One, if you have scheduled tasks, or under Claude Code, if you have routines, you are actually going to get a bunch of different notifications on your phone every morning when those things run. In addition to that, now if you actually come over into the Claude app on your phone, you are going to be able to use Cowork from inside of here. What this just did was made it way easier for you to be able to automate things. We could see right here, I actually showed you guys this earlier in this video, but this literally just came out. So Claude now has auto mode as the default permission, which allows Claude to handle permission prompts automatically. So it's going to check each tool that you're using for risky actions or for prompt injections before executing it. And if it's something that they define as risky, it's going to ask you to actually go through and approve it. In addition to that, as we can see right here on the left-hand side, we have auto, we have accept edits, we have plan. These are the different modes that you could turn on inside of Claude Code to be able to have more granular control over it, what it has access to, and what it's able to do. And if you implement all these things with Claude, you're going to be able to get way more out of it and way more automations from it. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn about all of ChatGPT and Google Gemini's new updates, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through all of them. I'll see you over there.